So let's begin. If you're new here, welcome. I'm really happy to have you with us. The only protocol that I ask is that you not eat before class, at least 2 hours before class. Have an empty stomach, empty bladder before you come to class. You can have a little bit of warm water would be good before practicing. You can have tea, you can have coffee. If you have to eat, just eat a small piece of fruit and chew it really well. But other than that, try to refrain from eating until after the practice. Stay within your limitations. Be aware of what your body can do today at this moment, and stay with that. No pain, no gain does not apply here. If there's any pain at any moment, please back out slowly but immediately. And other than that, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here with me. For those of you that are new and for those of you that are with me all the time, I'm so happy to be here with you today. Happy Monday. So let's begin. I'd like you to sit comfortably as you possibly can. I'm sitting like this because I'm comfortable like this. If you're more comfortable with your legs extended or sitting in a chair, please do that. But I'd like the back to be straight, the neck to be straight, and the head to be straight. As you're breathing in, raise your shoulders up, take them back, and as you're breathing out, gently drop them. Bring your hands in your lap, right palm holds the left, both palms facing toward the sky, and the thumbs gently touching each other. Gently close your eyes and breathe in through your nose and out through the center of the lips. In through the nose and out through the center of the lips. In breathing this way, you're letting the body know you're making space for it. You're making space for healing. You're making space for wellness, making the time to listen to this body. And the body responds. The breath starts slowing down. And with the breath slowing down, the mind starts slowing down. Don't try to make it happen. Just observe it happening. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the center of the lips. In through the nose and out through the center of the lips. I'd like you to guide your breath toward your belly. As you're breathing in, I want you to visualize a balloon in the belly. And as you're breathing in, I want you to visualize filling that balloon. And as you're breathing out, observe how the balloon deflates. So you're guiding the breath only to the belly, breathing in, inflating that balloon, and breathing out, deflating that balloon. Take your time, observe the process. Only breathing at the belly. Become aware of the movement of the belly, but also become aware of the state of the body as you're breathing this way. We'll take it a step further. And as you're breathing in, begin at the belly and take it toward the chest. And as you're breathing out, release from the chest and release from the belly. Continue to breathe this way, stopping at the chest. Don't let the breath rise any further. But you must begin at the belly. And now, release that breath through the lips and breathe in and out only through the nostrils. Continue to breathe this way, beginning at the belly, taking it to the chest, releasing from the chest, and releasing from the belly. And now, begin the breath at the belly. Take it toward the chest. And now guide it toward the clavicle, toward your shoulders. And as you're breathing out, release from the shoulders, release from the chest, and release from the belly. Let the breath be effortless but deliberate. And slowly and gently release it. Release all control of the breath. And let the body breathe, beginning at the belly and then letting go. And observe how the breath rises on its own without you trying to do anything. Beginning at the belly and then just observe as it rises. I'd like you to take yourself to the center of the chest. Allow yourself to rest there. Allow yourself to rest in a state of peace. In balance. Knowing that you're safe. Knowing that you're well. And listen to the mantra. Sarvetra Sukhina Santo Sarve Santo Niramaya Sarve Patrani Pashanto Ma Kashitu Kamapina. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunatu Saharvedyam Karvavahe Tejatsvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May every being be happy. May every being be free from all diseases. May every being feel and appear blissful. May there not be trace of sorrow within any being. Bless us so we may live together. We may be nourished together and learn the brilliance of this knowledge together, leading to self-unfoldment without any sense of pride, prejudice, or ego. May peace prevail along our bodies and our minds. May peace prevail throughout all the celestial bodies in the cosmos. And may peace prevail along our journey to self-realization. May peace prevail. Om Shanti. Keeping your eyes closed, please bring your hands on your knees with your palms open and the fingers extended, but relaxed. We'll be chanting Om 5 times. Om is A-U-M. The combination of those letters makes up that word. The sound of that word. Become aware of the sound as you're chanting. Be aware of it beginning at the center of the chest and reverberating throughout the entire body and beyond. As we're chanting, become aware of the center of the palms, receiving at the center of the palms, and become aware of the crown of the head, connecting through the crown of the head. Take a deep breath in, and we'll begin. Excuse me. Without moving, become aware of your hands. They may feel heavy. It may feel like you're holding something. Just be aware of it. Without moving, become aware of where in your body you need some extra help, some extra love, where there may be some discomfort, an imbalance, maybe pain. Remember, the brain is part of the body, and in this case, so is the mind. So I'd like you to place your hands wherever it is on your body that you feel you need some extra help, where there needs to be some extra aid in healing. If it's the brain, place your hands on top of your head. If your mind is racing this morning and the mind is just a little rambunctious, you can place your hands on your head and feel the energy from your hands being transferred to that place in the body. You can visualize a blanket enveloping that place in the body, bringing healing, bringing balance. And when you're finished, and what I mean by finished is when the hands are light and they feel like they've given everything they were holding, bring them back in your lap, right palm holding the left, both palms facing toward the sky, and the thumbs gently touching each other. Take your time. Breathe in And as you're breathing out, mentally chant Om. Breathe in again. And as you're breathing out, become aware of this place and this space at this moment in time. Breathe in one more time. And as you're breathing out, let the breath begin at the crown of the head and flow throughout the entire body, all the way down to the tips of your toes. With love, with compassion, in gratitude. Om Shanti. Namaste. Still keeping your eyes closed, I want you to take a moment to set your intention for this practice, your sankalpa. Why are you here? As you're formulating that thought, let it be a positive thought. Don't use any negative words, just a positive thought. If you're here out of curiosity, that's okay. That's positive. Curiosity is positive. If you're here because you have an hour and a half and nothing to do, that's also positive. There's no wrong and no right. Just try to make it a positive. And I'd like you to add love and compassion to it. And that way you solidify it, you strengthen it, you bring it closer to you. And slowly and gently, when you're ready, open your eyes. And extend your legs if your legs are crossed. So today we're going to be doing Suryanamaskar, the sun salutation, but we're going to be using a chair. So we did it last week, but I didn't record it. So we're going to do it again today. For those of you who weren't here, then you get the chance to see it. For those of you who were here, hang on, let me get this, make sure I'm in the right spot. I think I need to go further back. Okay.
We can just see your feet.
Just see my feet? Okay.
Yeah.
So let me move back a little bit. Better?
Perfecto.
Okay. All righty. So I want you to sit on a chair. This chair, actually, I think this is a child's chair because my feet can reach the ground. And normally my feet have a little bit of a hard time reaching the ground, especially when I'm all the way back. But it doesn't matter. It can be any chair as long as it's not too high. And if you don't have a chair, a normal sized chair, you can use a bolster or an ottoman, but something that'll keep you stable, okay? Don't go too high because then you will be unstable. Suryanamaskar, or the sun salutation. Why are we doing it sitting down? There was a time when I first became sick. I was very sick. I had no balance. And that was the reason I started practicing yoga. And at the time, I couldn't stand. I had literally no balance. That part of my brain had been damaged. Had no balance and no depth perception. So I read that yoga could be good for that, for those symptoms. So I went for it. And I started the class doing the asanas sitting down because I couldn't stand. And as the weeks went by, I was able to stand and I was able to do all the asanas. And within a few months, all of that started happening for me. My balance came back. My depth perception started coming back. And the reason is my brain had rerouted around the damage that had been caused by the disease. In case you don't know it, I had multiple sclerosis, MS. So it was just a beautiful transition for me, you know, from going from not being able to stand to having better balance than before. And the only thing I can credit it to is the yoga. and the many transformations that happened in my brain. So, but I think it's essential for some of us to learn how to do, and I think for all of us, to learn how to do the sun salutation, the Suryanamaskar, sitting down. There may be some point in our lives where we may not be able to stand for whatever reason. And I think this is essential because this can help you. This can help you to move from just sitting and not being able to stand properly to standing eventually. And so that's the goal. And I think whether it happens, I don't know, for whatever reason that it may happen in your life, or maybe happening now, know that this will help you. This will help you transition into being able to move and get the balance back. It takes perseverance, it takes work, and it takes faith, a tremendous amount of faith. And I think that's essential in any time that you're trying to recover from anything. So consistency is good. And if at the moment that's what you're trying to do, is get that balance back, getting that part of the brain working again, or at least rerouting around that part of the brain, doing it every day will really help, because it will facilitate that pathway to be made much more quickly, but also consistent, and it will solidify that for you. So anyway, so let's begin. Any questions so far? If you have a question, please interrupt and ask. This is the time. The only time I don't want anybody clicking in or talking is when we're at the end during Yoga Nidra or at the beginning during centering. Other than that, you're welcome to interrupt me and ask any questions you want, and please do. Okay, so sun salutation or Suryanamaskar is a set of asanas that are done in a sequence. I usually don't teach necessarily in a flow unless we're doing Suryanamaskar. I'm usually addressing certain parts of the body as opposed to flowing. But in Suryanamaskar, it's a beautiful flow. It addresses from the tips of the toes to the crown of the head. And in the tradition of yoga that I practice, it's one of the staples for wellness. If you only practice Suryanamaskar, if you don't practice any other asanas, and you stick to the sun salutation, to the Suryanamaskar, the transformation in the body is incredible. It's, in my experience, like nothing else. I add one more asana to it because in Suryanamaskar we don't twist, but we'll do that afterward. So let's begin. So you're sitting in your chair. We can begin by going all the way back in the chair if you can. But eventually you're going to have to come forward just a little bit so that you can lift your legs comfortably. So if you find that you can have your back straight, even if you're not leaning, then do so, please. Excuse me. Hands on your thighs, fingers on the ground. Feet are grounded. I want you to keep your feet as grounded as possible. I want you to be certain and steady in your base, not only your sitting base, but your standing base. So the feet are on the ground. Lift your toes and bring them all down. Lift your heels and bring them down. Good. And now make sure that the feet are grounded from the toes all the way back through the heel. You can open your legs just a little. I want you to visualize that base as you're standing, and you're going to need it because your arm's going to be coming down. So you want to make sure that you have a firm base.
Margie,
Keep your eyes. Yes?
if you have socks on, is it okay, or you have to take them out?
I'm sorry, say that again?
The socks on the feet, do we need to take them off?
Yes, take them off. Anytime you're doing yoga, do not do it with socks.
All right, thank you.
Okay? Yeah. And the reason is you can slip. The socks don't allow you to grip, and you want to be able to grip when you're doing your practice, because if one of your feet slides, you could get hurt. So make sure that you do have socks off, feet on the ground. If your ground is cold, put a blanket under it, under your feet, so that the feet aren't cold. But yes, socks off. In this case, you're not going to be standing, but I'd like you to be grounded. Okay, and just in general for yoga practice, no socks. Alrighty, thanks for the question, Mina. That's a really good question because I'd hate for anybody to get hurt. Alrighty, so we begin. Eyes are closed, hands are on our thighs. I want you to be aware of this being a dance. This flow, the sequence of asanas, of postures, is a dance. It's a physical dance, but it's also an internal dance. It's a beautiful dance. Stay with your body as we're going through the sequence. Observe what contracts, observe what expands. At this moment, I want you to observe your buttocks. Is the left buttock and the right buttock even? Are both sides in balance? And the feet, what about the feet? Are they balanced? Are the toes spread nicely? Heels down. The spine is erect and secure. The head is straight, but the body is relaxed. Take a nice deep breath in. Become aware of the space in which you're sitting. Bring your sankalpa to you. Bring your intention to you. Why are you here? Remember to add love and compassion. And let that intention flow with that love and compassion throughout this entire practice. Bring your palms together. Thumbs go at the voice box. Index finger and middle finger cradle the chin. Back is straight, neck is straight. Become aware of how the palms together feel. Bringing the palms together doesn't just have a psychological effect, it has a physiological effect. When you bring them together, there's a balance that starts being created between the right side and the left side of the brain. There's a balance that's being created between the left side and the right side of the body. Slowly and gently breathe in. As you breathe out, slide your palms down your chest, still keeping the palms together. Just slide them far enough to right before the palms want to separate. So the thumbs are roughly at your heart level. This is Pranamasana. It's a beautiful asana. If you have problems with your respiratory system, this asana is very helpful. It calms the mind. It opens the lungs. It opens the heart. The focus in this asana is the center of the chest, Anahat chakra, that neurological center where our emotions reside, where our essence resides. Breathe in. As you're breathing out, extend your arms in front of you, still keeping the palms together. Arms are straight at shoulder height. And then as you breathe in, bring the arms up. Arms are next to your ears. Palms are together. Breathe in, open your eyes if they were closed, and bring your head back. Let your back sway back just a little bit. Bend the back so that you feel a pull at your sternum. You don't want to bend too much. It's a small bend, just enough so that you feel the pull at the sternum. Continue to breathe. Don't hold your breath. Hasta Uttanasana. As you're breathing in, come up. Head is next to your ears. Head is next to your arms. Your arms are next to your ears. Palms are together. So we're going to be coming forward. Breathe in. As you're breathing out, you come forward. Let your torso rest on your thighs if you can. Bring the hands next to the feet, on the outsides of the feet, so the toes are in line with your fingers. The chest is resting on the thighs. Padhastasana. This is a brilliant posture. You can feel it more so when you're sitting down doing the posture. The contraction in the organs inside your torso, the pressure that's being put in those organs, massaging them, but in a relaxed way. You're breathing in and out. The breath is shallow, but that's okay. That's all you need at the moment. All righty. As you're breathing in, come up. And I'd like you to take your right knee to your chest. You may have to come forward in your chair just a little bit to give yourself space to bring the right knee toward the chest. Aswa Sanchalanasana, the charioteer. Become aware of what's contracting. Become aware of what's being pulled and stretched. Slowly and gently release that knee. Bring the foot back on the ground. Both hands on the knees. Arms are straight. Bring your chin to your chest. Parvatasana. The arms are straight. Chin is on the chest, putting pressure at the base of the throat, pressure on the thyroid. Feel the pull throughout the back of the neck. You can go further and feel the pull throughout the spine. As you're breathing in, come up. And I'd like you to bring, again, your torso onto your lap, basically onto the thighs. The arms are next to you. They're not down. The hands are still on the knees. And you can bring the arms toward the body. So the torso is on your lap, basically on your thighs. And I want you to stretch your neck so that you're kind of looking up a little bit, so that the chin is up rather than pointed toward the ground. Nice stretch through the throat. Nice stretch through the spine, all the way from the tip of the spine, up the spine, toward your head. And now, I want you to straighten your arms. Keep your hands on your knees. Straighten the arms. Head goes up and back. Feel a nice stretch through your throat. Feel a pull all the way down the middle of your torso. Bhujangasana. This is very good for your spine and your nervous system. Slowly and gently, start bringing your neck toward your chest. Once again, we're going back into Parvatasana. Feel the pull through the back of the neck, but I want you to feel the pressure on the base of the throat, on the thyroid. We're stimulating the Vishuddhi chakra. Bring your head up, breathing in, and now bring the left knee toward the chest. If you need to adjust your bottom, do so. And bring that left knee as close to the chest as you can bring it in Ashwasanchalanasana. We're moving our way back through the asanas, through the postures. Bring that left foot down next to the right foot. And bring your torso down. Chest is on your lap. Fingers are next to your toes in Padhastasana. Let your head hang free and loose. Let the back of the neck hang. Feel it hanging. It's a nice stretch. It's beautiful for the nervous system. You're letting blood flow through to the brain, nourishing it. Bring your palms together. Arms are next to your ears. Arms are straight. As you're breathing in, start coming up. Push on your feet. Use that breath in to bring the body up. And stay here for a moment. Let the breath flow down. Let the blood flow down. Let the breath come back to normal. If your eyes are closed, open your eyes. As you're breathing in, bring your head back. Feel the pull at the sternum. Again, nice curvature in the spine, but not too much. You just want to curve it enough so that you feel it at the sternum. Don't hold your breath. Keep breathing. As you're breathing in, bring your head up. And as you're breathing out, bring the arms down. Palms are together. Arms are straight at shoulder height. And as you breathe in, thumbs go at the voice box. Index finger and middle finger cradle the chin. And stay here for a moment. Become aware of the effect of the postures on your body and on your mind. Breathe in, and as you're breathing out, slowly and gently, move your hands down your chest, palms together. Become aware of the expansion in the chest. Become aware of the expansion throughout your body. And slowly and gently, when you're ready, release your hands, bring them back onto your thighs. Keep your eyes closed. Become aware of what's happening in your body. And slowly and gently, open your eyes. So in Suryanamaskar, we do 2 times. We do one side and then we do the other. The legs will move in a different order. But other than that, it's the same, except the order is a little different of the movement of the legs. So we'll do the other side. In yoga, when we do one side, we have to do the other side to keep that balance. So keep that in mind when you're practicing. So bring your hands on your thighs just for a moment. Close your eyes. Root your feet. Make sure your feet are nicely grounded. Become aware of your sankalpa. Why are you here? Slowly and gently bring your palms together. Thumbs at the voice box. Index finger and middle finger cradling the chin. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, slide your palms down your chest. Pranamasana. And we'll do it with mantra. I will say the mantra once, and I will repeat it 3 times, and you can repeat it at home 3 times if you'd like. I would suggest you did so that you can feel the vibration. In Pranamasana, as we begin, the mantra is Om Mithrai Namaha. Now we'll chant 3 times. Om Mithrai Namaha. Om Om Mitra Namaha. Om Mitra Namaha. The chanting of those mantras is a sound vibration in the body. Each position has its own mantra. Each position has its own vibration, and it reverberates through that part of the body in the way the body's positioned. As you chant or as you listen, let that vibration flow. Become aware of that flow. It's a very beautiful process. Breathe in. As you're breathing out, extend the arms in front of you. Palms are still together. And as you breathe in, bring the arms up next to your ears. If your eyes are closed, open your eyes. Bring your head back in Hasta Uttanasana. Bend back so that you feel it at the sternum. And the mantra is Om Ravaye Namaha. Om Ravaye Namaha. Om Ravaye Namaha. Om Ravaye Namaha. Breathing in, bring your head up. And as you're breathing out, come forward and down, all the way down. Your body will rest on your lap. Your fingers will be next to your feet, in line with the toes. Your head goes down. Let the neck rest. Let the top of your head point toward the ground. And the mantra is Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Slowly and gently as you're breathing in, come up. Bring the left knee up toward the chest. We're lifting the left knee this time. Goes toward the left side of the chest, not toward the armpit. And the mantra is Om Banave Namaha. Om Banave Namaha. Om Banave Namaha. Om Banave Namaha. Let the foot come down slowly and gently. Bring your hands down next to your feet. Head is down, but the chin is tucked in. Put pressure on your thyroid. And the mantra is Om Kagai Namaha. Om Kagai Namaha. Om Kagai Namaha. Om Kagai Namaha. So bring your hands on your knees. Bring your head up. Chin out. Torso is still on the knees. And the mantra is Om Pushre Namaha. Om Pushre Namaha. Om Pushre Namaha. Om Pushre Namaha. Slowly and gently push on your knees. Straighten your arms out. Head is back. Neck is back. Feel nice expansion in the chest, nice curvature in your spine into Bhujangasana. Om Hini Hinyagarbhaya Namaha. Om Hinyagarbhaya Namaha. Om Hinyagarbhaya Namaha. Bring your chin to your chest, hands on the knees, arms are straight, pressure on the thyroid. Om Mariche Namaha. Om Mariche Namaha. Om Mariche Namaha. Om Mariche Namaha. Slowly and gently lift your head as you're breathing in. And as you breathe out, bring your right knee to your chest, holding on to your leg. Left foot is grounded. Right knee is up toward the right side of the chest, not at the armpit. Om Aditya Namaha. Om Aditya Namaha. Om Aditya Namaha. Om Aditya Namaha. Release the legs, breathe in. And as you're breathing out, come forward and down, rest your torso on your lap, fingers in line with the toes. Om Savitre Namaha. Om Savitre Namaha. Om Savitre Namaha. Om Savitre Namaha. Bring your palms together. Arms are next to your ears. As you're breathing in, start coming up. Use your breath in to help you come up. Arms are next to your ears. Palms are together. Stay here for a moment. Let the blood flow down. Let the breath come back to normal. If your eyes are closed, open the eyes. Bring your head back. Breathe in as you're bringing the head back. Arch your back so that you feel it at the sternum. Om Markai Namaha. Om Markai Namaha. Om Markai Namaha. As you're breathing in, bring your head up. And as you're breathing out, arms down, arms are straight, palms are together at shoulder height. Breathing in, bring the thumbs at the voice box, index finger and middle finger cradling the chin. And stay here for a moment. Become aware of the changes in the body and the changes in the mind. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, slide the palms down the chest, keeping the palms together in Pranamasana. And we end the sequence with Om Bhaskrai Namaha. Om Bhaskrai Namaha. Om Bhaskrai Namaha. Om Bhaskrai Namaha. I want you to tune into the vibration throughout your entire body. The sound of that mantra reverberating throughout the body. Slowly and gently release your hands. Bring them onto your thighs. Keep your eyes closed. Become aware of what's happening in your body, what's happening in your mind. Bring to you your intention, your sankalpa. And slowly and gently open your eyes. So this is the sequence of Suryanamaskar, sitting down, of sun salutation. The comment last week was, or last class, was that it was hard. And yeah, it's not easy. You can break a sweat doing this, especially if you do it slowly. You know, and you want to do it slowly. You want to do it deliberately. The benefits that you're going to reap from this are incredible. If you do it consistently and if you do it mindfully. Mindfully meaning you don't rush through it. You take your time and pay attention to what's going on in the body. So Suryanamaskar is beautiful. The postures are all beautiful. They address the entire body. The only thing they don't do is twist. So we're adding one more posture to it. If you've read my book, you know this is a series of postures that I ask you to perform. And then this additional one, which is Trikonasana. It's a variation of the triangle posture. So let me show you and then we'll do it together. So the hands first begin at the thighs. So palms are down at your thighs. As you breathe in, the arms come up and you twist to the side as you breathe out. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, you're going to take, in this case, I'm going to the right. And so in this case, my left hand is going to come along the inside of my left leg, all the way down. And if you can, bring it between the legs, palm down, and you're going to bring, I want you to situate your shoulder so that the shoulder is comfortable, maybe at an angle right now. And then I want you to open the chest. I don't want you to necessarily move the shoulder. What I want the movement to be is at the chest. And look up toward the sky, toward the hand that's pointing toward the sky. Now you stay here for a few breaths, and then now as you breathe in, you're going to be coming up. Use that breath in to help you come up. Run your fingers along the inside of the leg. The other hand comes down at the same time. You're wondering why that hand along the inside of the leg. We have lots of nerve endings along the inside of our legs, on the outside too, but in this case along the inside. I want you to stimulate those nerve endings as you're coming down. I want you to stimulate not only the nerve endings, but the lymphatic system. If you're in a space where you haven't been moving very much and you haven't been able to walk very much, this is very effective. And to stimulate the lymphatic system, you don't have to put much pressure. It doesn't have to be a hard pressure. Light pressure is fine. Same for the nervous system. Just enough so that they feel that movement along them. That wakes them up. When we come up and we look toward our hand, we're creating balance. Our head is down, but we're looking up. So we're rerouting and creating balance in the brain. Very effective for that. So for those of you who are maybe not balancing very effectively, you can do this Trikonasana sitting down, or you can do it standing up, whichever way. But either way, you're going to have the same effect, okay? I attribute a lot of the recovery of my balance, again, to this Trikonasana, but to the whole sequence. And I really can't emphasize enough how important it is. Whether you do it standing up or sitting down, it'll have the same effect. So let's begin the Trikonasana. So your hands are on your thighs. We're going to begin by going to the right. So if you're looking at me, I'm probably pointing toward your left, but you're going toward your right. So hands are on your thighs, palms are facing down. Close your eyes for a moment. Before you begin an asana or a posture, it's always good to close your eyes for a moment. Settle yourself in. And between asanas, it's good to pause. Now, as you're breathing in, raise your arms up so they're straight ahead, palms down at shoulder level. As you're breathing out, turn to the right. Breathe in. Now, as you're breathing out, you're going to start coming down. Bring the left hand along the inside of the left leg. Bring the palm onto the ground if you can. Otherwise, hold on wherever it is you can reach. Situate your arms so that the shoulder is comfortable, and now open the chest. Look toward that palm or that hand that's facing toward the sky. If you can't see it, it's okay. Eventually, if you keep practicing, you will be able to see it and you will be able to have that turn. But for now, if not, just visualize it, but look toward the sky. All right, breathe in. Take a nice breath out. And now, as you're breathing in, start bringing that left hand along the inside of the leg and the right hand down. And bring your palms on your thighs, close your eyes. I want you to become aware of where in the body there's been an effect. The left side, for example, that twist, you can really feel it under the ribs, the left side of the body. You can really feel it throughout the upper right arm, throughout the right shoulder blade, the whole back. And again, this will have an incredible effect on your balance. And now open your eyes. And we'll do the other side. Again, if you do one side, you have to do the other. So hands on your thighs, feet are grounded. Make sure your feet are enough apart so that you can bring your hand between them. I didn't tell you that before, but make sure that's happening. As you breathe in, bring the arms up. As you breathe out, turn to your left. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, run your right hand along the inside of your right leg. Bring the hand all the way down. The left hand is up, arm is straight. Straighten that so that the shoulder is comfortable, and now open the chest. Look at your left hand that's pointing toward the sky. If you can't see it, it's okay. You just don't have the range yet. Observe what parts of your body are stretching, what parts of the body are contracting. And as you're breathing in, start coming up. Right hand along the inside of the right leg, past the inside of the knee, inside of the thigh, and back onto your lap or onto the thighs. Both hands, eyes are closed. And just breathe. Become aware of the state in which your body is right now. And slowly and gently, bring your eyes open. Take your chair to the side. If you find that you can't stand up and you need to stay in your chair, please stay in the chair. Otherwise, those of you that can, lie down on your mat. And if you don't have a mat, a towel, or whatever it is you're using is fine. With your head toward me, please. Take your time. I'll wait for you to move everything out of the way. Lie down with your head toward me in Shavasana. Shavasana is the corpse pose. So what is the corpse pose? You're lying on your back. Your arms are next to you, palms facing toward the sky. If you have an issue with your shoulders or with that position of the arms, then don't have to turn them all the way up. Enough to where you feel like you're ready to receive. Do the best that you can. Your legs are extended and apart, whatever's comfortable for you. Everybody's different. If you need a bolster under your knees, by all means, please get a bolster and put it under your knees. We'll be doing Yoga Nidra. Become aware of this body. Become aware of your feet, where your feet are, what parts of the ground your feet are touching. Become aware of what parts of the legs are touching the ground. Your left buttock, your right buttock, your lower back, your middle back, your upper back. You may need a blanket, so if you need to get a blanket, please do so, because your temperature does drop during Yoga Nidra. Make sure the back of the head is comfortable. Now tighten the toes, tighten the feet, keep them tight, tighten the knees, tighten your thighs and your hips, tighten your buttocks, tighten your belly, tighten the chest, tighten the arms, squeeze the hands. Don't tighten your neck, tighten your face, scrunch the face together. Whole body's completely tight except for the neck. And release it. And become aware of the release of tension throughout the body. Turn your head to the right. Turn your head to the left. And become aware of this body you've been gifted. And please repeat after me. I am whole. I am full. I am total. I'm complete. I am perfect. I am Purnam. I am Sunyam in Purnam. I'm rich in the knowledge. I'm beautiful the way I am. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. When we say we are Purnam, we talk about being that perfectness, that everythingness. When we say we are Sunyam in Purnam, Sunyam is that nothingness. But Sunyam is also that space in which infinite possibility lies. That which has not been manifested with the potential to be manifested. And that Sunyam, in that Purnam, in that everythingness, is that potential for healing. Infinite potential for healing. And that's who we are. Allow those words to settle into every cell in your body. Become aware that the body's always listening. And at this moment, every cell is vibrating with the knowledge of those words. Become aware of your breath as you're breathing in and as you're breathing out. Observe the stomach. The belly rises when we breathe in, and the belly goes down when we breathe out. Take your time. This is the way the body naturally wants to breathe. This is the way the body breathes when it's healing. A natural flow of that breath. Become aware of the breath entering through the nostrils, going past the upper palate, the pharynx, the larynx, the windpipe, the bronchial passages, and entering the lungs. And observe the breath as it sweeps the lungs with the breath out, detoxifying and taking those toxins with it lovingly and releasing, being released through the nostrils. Just observe it happening. And now I'd like you to observe what it is that makes that breath happen. Still focusing on the breath, but I want you to move beyond the breath to that energy that makes the breath happen. Without it, the breath wouldn't happen. In yoga, we call it prana. I'd like you to go beyond your breath and observe what it is that makes that breath happen. Observe it entering the body. Observe that pressure of that energy entering the body, going past the upper palate, the pharynx, the larynx, the windpipe. Observe the lungs being filled and the body being nourished. And observe this energy sweeping the lungs, taking with it any toxins, physical, emotional, mental, and releasing them back out. Observe the breath beginning at the belly and rising to the chest and toward your shoulders. And as you're breathing out, observe it being released from the shoulders, being released from the belly, from the chest, and then from the belly. If it's not happening, I'd like you to guide it this way. Beginning the breath at the belly, taking it to the shoulders, through the chest, and releasing from the chest and to the belly. We begin at the belly, go to the chest, to the shoulders, and release from the shoulders, release from the chest, release from the belly. Continue to breathe this way. Fully aware of the breath rising as you're breathing in, and of the energy flowing down as you're breathing out. I'd like you to visualize a beautiful golden ball. We'll call it a ball of energy at the belly, from which you're extracting that breath as you're breathing in, observing that energy rising, a thread going up from the belly, through the chest, to the base of the throat. And as you're breathing out, that same thread flowing from the throat, through the chest, to the belly. Beautiful light beginning at the belly and flowing through that thread to the chest, to the base of the throat, and releasing from the throat, through the chest and the belly. At the belly, we have Manipur chakra. We're taking that energy, that powerful energy from Manipur, and guiding it through that golden thread to Anahat, that chakra at the center of the chest. And continuing and resting at Vishuddhi, at the base of the throat. We release from the throat from Vishuddhi. We flow down through Anahat at the center of the chest. And we rest at Manipur at the belly. And once again, we take that beautiful energy from Manipur up toward the center of the chest at Anahat to Vishuddhi at the base of the throat. And allow it to flow down, to descend through Anahat back to Manipur. Continue this visualization. Don't let it be just a visualization in your mind's eye. I'd like you to feel it. Feel that energy. Tap into that subtle body and feel that energy as it rises from Manipur. Visualizing that golden light going to Anahat, opening that heart space to Vishuddhi, creating that space, that complete space for connecting, releasing duality, and descending back to that source at the belly. As the energy rises in prana, and as it descends, apana. Take your time. Become aware of the effect of this light throughout the entire body. The expansion of that higher energy rising. And as it rests in Vishuddhi, become aware of the expansion and that sense of space. As it goes through Anahat, become aware of that sense of lightness, that sense of air. And at Manipur, that fire, that beautiful fire that creates, that destroys, that balances. Become aware of that fire. Begin the breath at Manipur. Let it rest at Anahat. Continue to Vishuddhi and let it rest at Vishuddhi. And I will take it to the center of the brain, to Agna. Become aware of Agna Chakra, that point in the center of the brain, that thread that continued to Agna, spreading throughout the entire brain, throughout your entire head, creating wellness, balance, and well-being. And as we're releasing that breath, become aware of releasing, stopping at Vishuddhi, stopping at Anahat at the center of the chest, and being released at Manipur. Take your time, taking that breath and that yellow golden light up all the way into the center of the brain, and slowly and gently releasing it and letting it flow to the belly, to Manipur. Become aware of that energy radiating, that golden light radiating throughout your body as the breath is going up. Become aware of going beyond the physical to the subtle, to your energy level, to that balance, that harmony. In a state of being. As you're breathing in, mentally say so. And as you're breathing out, mentally say hum. Breathing in with so. Breathing out with hum. So, hum. So, hum. That I am. Feel the connection at the crown of the head. Receiving that which you are. So, hum. 1,000 petals at Sahasra, at the crown of your head. Receiving balance, harmony, and flowing with ease. Slowly and gently observe as the petals at the crown of the head start closing, leaving those properties in balance, that harmony and ease throughout the entire body. Slowly and gently visualize the throat, the shuti, in a state of balance. Agna, still brilliantly shining, but also in balance at the brain, at the center of the brain. Anahat, at the center of the chest. Feel the balance. Feel the peace. Feel the wellness. And at the belly, Manipur, in balance, strong, forthcoming, providing that wellness at a higher frequency. This entire body, from the crown of the head, flowing all the way down to the tips of the toes. Om Purnamadaha Purnamedam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamedam Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Become aware of your breath as you're breathing in and as you're breathing out. Point your toes away from you and relax them. Make a fist of your hands and hold them tight and relax them. Extend your right arm overhead on the ground and turn onto your right side, but please don't get up yet. Bend your left knee and bring it on the ground in front of you, and bring your left hand on the ground in front of you as well. So your right leg is extended, your left knee is bent and on the ground in front of you. Your head is resting on your right upper arm, and your left hand is also on the ground in front of you. Become aware of the state in which your body is. Become aware of your sankalpa. Why are you here? Slowly and gently, use your arms. Please don't use your back. Push yourself up facing me, but with your eyes closed. Take your time. Bring your hands in your lap, right palm holding the left hand, both palms facing toward the sky, and the thumbs gently touching each other. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, mentally chant Om. Put your mind where your heart is, and put your heart where your mind is. And let that be what guides you. Om Shanti. Namaste. And slowly, very slowly, and very gently, open your eyes. Hari Om. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Margie. Love you.
Love you too.
Thank you, Margie.
Welcome.
Thank you, Margie.
Welcome.
Thank you,
Thank you for joining me.
See you